welcome to another episode of CarBS, the only show where we sit in a car and BS while consuming carbs. Matt Zine here. Hey, unfortunately, we are back at Yoshinoya. I know, like, every time I do a review of this place, it's always a huge letdown, and I always say I won't do another one, but I needed more content. We have been definitely slacking on the carbs episodes, so I saw they have a brand new teriyaki salmon bowl out. Here's a description off of brandeating.com. It's a great website for just fast food news and food news in general. Yoshinoya welcomes new teriyaki salmon to the menu as a new seafood option. The new dish features grilled salmon topped with teriyaki sauce, chopped green onions, and sesame seeds. I got it with no veggies, just white rice, and they're very, I'm just a prediction, probably pretty mediocre salmon here. Teriyaki too, like, I'm not a big teriyaki fan. I don't dislike it. It's just like, it's not my go-to if I'm going to do like a sauce. And I always question why anybody would get, oh, excuse me while I pick these disgusting green onions off. I don't know why anybody would get Yoshinoya when you live in Southern California. Now, if your options are limited, and this is the only bowl place around, all right, I understand. But like we have, I'll just say it every single time, the worst ambassador for Yoshinoya. We have Flame Broiler. We have Waba Grill, Ono Hawaiian Barbecue is another one that's really good too. Now, I know Yoshinoya is not everywhere though, so maybe that is, maybe this is the only option that you have. Looks mediocre as hell. I mean, there's a decent amount of fish there though, I will say that. So let's go ahead and let's try a little bit of the salmon. That is definitely salmon. I am not the biggest fish fan. When I lost a bunch of weight a couple years ago, it was from eating fish and grilled chicken all the time. That era is past. I still do grilled chicken all the time, but I cannot stand fish. It's just so, like, averagely okay. I'm not a big seafood guy to begin with, other than like shrimp. This is okay. It's all right. I mean, it's very fishy tasting salmon, which I'm not a fan of that, but there are different salmon I've had before that aren't nearly as heavy on the fish taste as this is. The rice is fine. I always say rice is like probably the only thing from Yoshinoya that I actually truly think is fine. Just, how do you screw up rice? The salmon though, it's cooked well. It's not bad that wise, but it is, like I said, it's just very, very fishy. It's kind of why I avoid, when I get any fish at all, period, I kind of avoid salmon because it's just one of those fish. With the rice and the sauce, the teriyaki sauce, I think it's much better. I'm trying to eat the salmon on its own. It's just way too fishy. But this isn't awful. If you're trying to, be a little bit healthier, this would do it. You could eat this, for the most part, guilt-free. But man, I would just say, go to the market, buy a couple, a box of like a couple salmon in there and take it home and like make your own dish. Like at this point, I think you could make this for a lot cheaper. And it wouldn't take that much effort. And Yoshinoya just kind of sucks. This is just whatever. I don't know why this is supposed to be like a big deal. Like that this is like, ooh, my God. I get it. We have Lent coming up and everything. So this is the option for people who don't eat meat. Fish is meat! I hate that they're like, well, if I eat a fish sandwich, I'm not eating meat. God, it's so weird. This isn't the worst thing in the world. I'm going to rate it a very low 3 out of 5 matte faces. It's fine enough, for you Lent people out there, and for people that clearly do not know better food and go to Yoshinoya anyway. It's always packed when I go in there, too. There's always at least, I'd say like there was probably about 10, 12 people in there. There's always people in Yoshinoya, and I never understand why. It's almost like the McDonald's of chicken bowls locations. I don't get it, but, it is what it is. What are your thoughts on Yoshinoya? If you have a chicken bowl or just a, like a bowl place in general by you, what is it? And what's your go-to order from them? Let me know in the comments down below. Hey, back us on Patreon if you don't want access to the videos that were too hot for YouTube. The challenges, main shows, vomit content, drinking games, all that stuff is available over there. And enjoy this Twitch clip. Thank you guys. I love you. See you soon.